So, let's see. Pre-shuffle energies were interesting, and the cards want to talk immediately. I'm going to try to keep the deck on TV. I was getting, let's see. Ooh, Ace of Wands, career. In this deck, we've got career beginnings and travel highlighted. Love the snake energy, rebirth. I may reference pre-shuffle energies. This video is more for practice than anything. I wanted to do a collective read for a long time. And we've got the Ace of Wands coming up. Let's see what else. Ooh, Hierophant. The Hierophant is just out. And I got good vibes off this Hierophant. Very good vibes off this Hierophant, that he was calling a timeout and like redirecting some people. Redirecting and shifting and changing. I was going to make this video called Shift and Change because I know for me personally, I'm seeing this as my reconnection with the divine, and also higher education for me personally. A new beginning in education. Okay, cards are in. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Ooh. That's intense energy. I think this is why the Hierophant's coming down. Like, if we need clarification for why the devil, or why the Hierophant's calling a timeout. Because in this one, I just see him, like, holding up his hands and saying, like, whoa, timeout. Ace of Wands, I'd like some clarification. But the cards that we have here in this organized chaos, normally I wouldn't take this many cards from Spirit. We're going to try it. Let's see. The thing is, there's not two court cards. I should show the cards. 9 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Devil. Queen of Swords. And 9 of Cups. Obsessing over wish fulfillment, obsessing over joy and happiness, looking for it, struggling with boundaries. So this is some interesting energy. I might put all these cards back in the deck, and I mean, I can't fit them into this for clarification, but I think it might be the reason why the Hierophant's calling a timeout. A lot of confused energy. Obsessing over... I don't like that the Devil's dead center in the middle of the cards. That's what I don't like, and I think that's why the Hierophant's coming out. Someone may be in PTSD mode with the 9 of Wands coming out, and that's going to affect their manifestations. Ooh, yeah, you don't want to manifest from a devil energy or a Queen of Swords in reverse, because the devil could come out. I don't read reversals, so sometimes the devil energy can tell me that the Queen of Swords is more of a in reverse energy. And the Queen of Swords can be a little cold. I think Hermit mode came out in the pre-shuffle, and I think a lot of collective needs to go inside and reflect on betrayals, heartaches, anxiety, disappointment, and heal from it. Like, I'm getting 4 of Swords energy with the Hermit card. That's kind of like a minor arcana card for me for the Hermit, is the 4 of Swords. Jeez, I just had a mental block because that light, it's bothering me. See, this is again 4 cards. I'm not asking specific questions, so I'm not going to take those. I would like to ask questions about people that vibrate with me, that are on my frequency, that are in this collective reading. Ace of Cups, yes, new beginning. We started off with Ace of Wands, so we're back in the reading. I think we went into past energy with this Queen of Swords that was wrapped up with the Devil energy as to why the Hierophant was coming out. I think we got some clarification. The pre-shuffle energy, I'm going to leave these two cards out because I feel like there could be some more clarification, but Ace of Cups, another beginnings card, of course, because it's an ace. Love, relationships. Ooh, I like these together. It's like balancing love and passion, because the Ace of Wands is definitely a very phallic, Kundalini rising energy. But having that emotional purity, especially with the dove rising above her head, with the olive branch and peace and love and innocence. And then this has more of a balancing of like darker colors, lighter colors, darker colors. I really get that Hierophant, the message of like, hey, let's balance things out for some reason in this deck. That's just my intuitive read for this read. I don't always read the Hierophant that way. Oh wow, these are like a lot of the cards that came out earlier, with a bunch of cards that didn't. Ooh. I'm just channeling that someone's in a lot of anxiety because of a betrayal that happened, and they're going into hermit mode to lick their wounds, which I have had to do many times in my life, and I know plenty of other people who've had to do that. Yeah. Disappointed. Someone's disappointed. An Empress, maybe. Oh, here's that Four Swords I was feeling for the hermit mode. Maybe this Knight of Pentacles. Oh, someone could be going in the hermit mode to look at like the Knight of Pentacles path, which people complain often that the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's also the only one that makes it to the finish line. It's the noble path, the slow and steady wins the race. You know, if you're going to have a horse in the race and you want to win the race, this is the horse that you want going. But I'm getting noble path, the Dharma, like the way, your way, following Dharma, benefits, investments, prosperity. That's what it says on the card. But I'm getting channeled messages for the Four of Swords, like going into reflection to heal, though. This is what we're healing. Four of Swords, going into rest mode, going into hermit mode. That's why the Hermit came out earlier. And there may have been like a Queen of Swords in reverse that caused that. Air sign energy. Although we harness every energy, and anyone has the capability of kind of showing up as a court card, so I don't like to define them strictly like by their air sign energy. Would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Hermit's Virgo energy. Quiet rest recovery, yeah. But this came out with this, which I'm repeating myself. I think that the reflection that's going on in here, and I'm getting downloads from Spirit, downloads and rest and recoup thing, to know who to keep in and who to walk away from, because the Eight of Cups was the overall energy for this reading anyway. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video to show that in it, if I can. King of Swords is coming out, and I think my whole deck's in reverse right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. But the Queen of Swords there, I don't know why the King of Swords is coming out. Let's see. Power, influence, ambition. Ooh, rekindling of ambition and fire and passion. I like that card in here. Maybe that'll be the energy that... Maybe someone's upgrading from like a Queen of Swords to a King of Swords, non-gender specific, of course. But maybe someone's coming into a higher level of truth and understanding, or will come out of it. Time and energy are fluid, so remember that. You might be going through this now, and you might be going through it later. This is definitely a timeless read. But I had that Four of Swords. I could feel that Four of Swords energy kind of. And let me keep my cards on the camera. I don't really know what else is going on here except new beginnings, Hierophant. Let's keep going. Ooh, I got 3 cards. 3 cards and 2 of them are 3s. Like, interesting. I've got to read the... So we've got abundance, joy, friendship with the 3 of Cups. Ooh, but with the Knight of Wands and 3 of Pentacles, I like player energy. Someone got betrayed. Like, third party situation. Definitely 3 cards, 3 and 3. I don't read third party energies that much, but I'm tapping into it, so I have to acknowledge it because it's around the King of Wands, which is the notorious player energy card, even though I think that Sag ruled card gets a bad rap in a lot of tarot. Sometimes it can be a spark of intuition, but betrayal energy... I feel like the Ace of Wands that came out, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups that I have sitting right here in front of me, that's the energy that's present on the horizon if you've been going through, if you were betrayed by someone in a third-party situation, giving to other... Someone was a player. Spirit, like, if I'm wrong, tell me. Like, if I'm right. I think I'm right, but about that, whoa. Yeah, it became too much of a burden, being like not sure of someone's intentions, playing around, suspicion of a third party. I mean, I hate to read the Knight of Wands as a player energy, but with the pre-shuffle energy that I was getting and someone going in there, but you're going to come out a King of Swords and be able to see right through that shit and not be deceived again. When you go into hermit mode, heal, sit in that Four of Wands energy and take the noble path, and you'll come out with the discernment to know what that noble path is every time. I need to wipe my nose on camera. Yeah, it became too much of a burden. So this is past energy that I'm picking up on here. I don't know who's going through that. Collective is definitely going through a lot of major shifts and deciding what to walk away from, what to keep. Nurturing the heart came up earlier in the pre-shuffle read with the Queen of Cups in this deck. Nurturing self, filling your own cup, that sort of thing. And out with the Queen of Cups is the Strength card. I'm just gonna let that sit up there for a minute, and I think it's important that when someone's watching and reading tarot, they take their own intuitive messages from the cards, and that the reader leaves space for that. Courage, strength, control. I get these as positive together. I'm not exactly sure how they are relevant to this reading right now. I'm going freestyle. Compassion, creativity, intuition. Well, all of that would be heightened in hermit mode. Oh, I get it. In hermit mode, for those of you who struggle with with going internally and going into hermit mode and need a little strength. What to do? Nurture. I want to say nurture the fuck out of yourself. Like, nurture. I know you shouldn't have said that, but that's what came to mind. Nurture the fuck out of yourself. Like, do the, self-care, whatever nurtures your heart, whatever. Okay, for me, it is cleaning my housing and cleaning up relationships and clearing out clutter, frog spirit, for anyone who's familiar with the animal spirit deck. But I got it with canary spirit, and I was getting whistle while you work. So it might be nurturing your heart could be more than bubble baths. It could be cleaning your house, decorating it in a Venusian way. The Queen of Pentacles came up earlier as I was shuffling off camera in my own personal read. But I think going into hermit mode, I think some people, I have struggled with going into hermit mode, and a lot of people do. And there's a difference between self-imposed isolation and going into hermit mode to reflect. And it does take strength to stay. I have a lot of air and fire in my chart, so to stay in hermit mode as long as I have has taken a lot of strength. But yeah, nurture yourself and leave room for intuition and compassion. Kuan Yin's coming to mind with compassion. I'm not looking. I didn't shuffle it. I was just curious. I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. So for those of you going into hermit mode, just be compassionate with yourself. I feel like, oh, I get this. Cleaning your cup. Like, I don't know how many people have heard of, you don't want to give a dirty cup to someone. So if your heart has been broken, you do not want to give like your cup to someone with like the residue of like past. See the cups? Like, you want to give someone a good clean cup that's full, and you want someone who can give you the same thing in return. And with this, someone could have been offered something and like, I get that it's just not at the level of the immaturity with it being the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups. With the Fool coming out, I'm getting like a new beginning in Cups energy. So cleaning the cup while you're in hermit mode, which is kind of a way of saying like healing your heart so that your heart is not so wounded that you bleed on your next partner who, hasn't hurt you. Death card. Why the Death card? I don't fear the Death card at all. I love the Death card. Page of Pentacles. Why the Death card, Spirit? Is this reading over? Oh, Eight of Cups, because the overall energy, this is the card that came out in the pre-shuffle as the and again as the overall energy for this whole reading. It's out now. Why the Death card? It's someone, okay. This reading is all about walking away from situations, people, places, things that no longer serve us, and elevating. That's why the Hierophant's out here. That's why the Ace of Wands is out here. That's why the Ace of Cups is out here. That's what's on the other side of the... that's a current, present, ever present energy that's sort of floating around us. But this whole energy was about going into hermit mode to get the discernment so that you're going to have the discernment if you go into hermit mode and you give yourself time to heal and you reflect upon Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, anxiety, worry, betrayal, things like that. And you walk away from situations, people, places, things that bring you heartache, anxiety, people that have stolen from you, hurt you, betrayed you in any way, shape, or form. Move on. Go away from them. Like, forgiveness is wonderful, but don't let a snake bite you twice. I'm a Leo. I'm not gonna let like the same snake in my house to bite me again. Kind of jumbling up my little metaphors, but this is the overall energy for why hermit mode is going through. And it's also like, for anyone that knows tarot, to get this is clarification for the death card. Like, it's a walking away and death energy, or this is walking away energy, this is death card energy, this is putting an end to things that hold us back, things that, and death to the ego, because the Nine of Pentacles came out with the death card too. So this is some self-reflection, and that Seven of Swords can be internal deception where we're not seeing ourselves clearly. But to have this reminds me of the beginner's mind card in Porcupine Spirit and the Animal Spirit, and death to the ego. And look at the third eye opening up on this card. The energy on these cards is just like the artwork. It's beautiful. Yeah, like, oh, I'm getting born again. For any of you who resonate with Christian messages, I'm getting like a feeling of born again. And being ready maybe for that higher education, where it doesn't have to be at a college or university. It could be any kind of course of study. Seminars, online events, things. Just say yes to things. Have a beginner's mind. Put your talent, skills, and money to use. Invest wisely. You've got one little pentacle there. Invest wisely. But this can be death to ego. And with the Page of Pentacles had come out with it before. I think those of us going into this hermit mode to look at the way we would deceive ourselves and the way others deceive us. I'm not going to get into that mirror universe debate, but reflecting upon it. I feel like my guides want me to talk about the mirror universe, but we're going to put a pin in that and come back to that again, because I'm 23 minutes here. I absolutely love shift, change. That's the overall energy that's coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like pulling like maybe an advice card or something. I can see if there's anything else that Spirit wants to say with this deck, but yep. 2 cards. Oh, the King of Wands came out. Yeah. These are like polar opposite energies. I'm not even going to talk about like, oh, there's a Leo so-and-so. These are just polar opposite energies. Motivation, honor, standards, wisdom, yearning, disillusion, boredom. As far as boredom and motivation, they're opposite energies. So someone's not in their energy because I get that there's just too many people around. Why else would you go into hermit mode? Or that's one of the reasons one would go into hermit mode. I feel like there's too much energy around this King of Wands, or there could be a King of Wands in your energy that's vibrating low, because it flipped on me that way. And who's sullen, unmotivated, unwise, making unwise decisions, we should say. High standards, maybe too high of standards, and it's boredom. But I also, in a prior read, I did get that the King of Wands was a way to get out of this energy. If you can reignite your passion, you can get out of that energy. We're going to keep channeling with this deck, I guess. Eight of Pentacles. This is a mastery card for me. Another reiteration on education in this deck. It actually says the word education in there. Eight of Pentacles. Achievement, work, hard work, results. Yeah, is she starting to harvest? I would say so. In this one. Reaping the rewards of your, the seeds you planted are finally starting to blossom. But it's another education thing. Spirit, any more messages for collective? Temperance, divinely guided, moderation, healing, guidance, the alchemy card, balancing, divine timing, the fix-it angel, things are coming in, be patient, Kashama, be patient, things are coming in, yeah, so I'm feeling like this should wrap up soon. I had no plans to do it. Nine of Cups just flipped out in reverse. And it came out with Devil card energy earlier. Was that in this deck? No, that was before I went on camera. Enjoy the journey. Like, don't be so obsessed with what you think your wish. Like, don't be so obsessed wishing for something that you forget to enjoy happiness, joy, vitality, optimism. Like, don't miss out on it. Don't be stuck in like this energy board. And I don't know, that came out and like that flipped in reverse. So, and it came out with the Devil in an earlier reading I just did. So, and earlier I got that someone was obsessed with a wish, looking a certain way or being a certain way, or wishing for the wrong thing, maybe wishing without like divine guidance and without the Hierophant, wishing for worldly pleasures, instead of what's actually on the card, which is like joy, happiness, vitality, optimism, happiness. Those are the things you really want. And I think someone's wishing for worldly possessions, and that's not going to lead them to happiness. But also you can miss out on the joy. You can miss out on the joy, the happiness, the vitality, the optimism, because you're too busy looking into the future. I'm putting all those cards back in the deck except for, I'm going to keep the original 3 that came out. Eight of Swords. Stuck in your head. Maybe I need to put all the cards back in. I really like that the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups are here reminding me and collective that that's the energy on the horizon. Yeah. Like, a decision will be made to get out of this energy. Maybe make a decision. I was getting earlier that hermit mode was about like contemplating, and I said it earlier, like cleaning the cup so that it's fresh to offer to someone that you love. I'm not taking all these cards. I can't, like. I think that a lot of us need rest, including me, and I'm going to have to wrap this up. Five of Cups, Hermit mode, Queen of Swords, will say it takes strength to be in the hermit mode and to look within. I'd recommend How to Be Alone by Andrea Dorfman for anyone who's never had to be alone. And leave space for spirit to talk and come through. King of Wands just flipped over again. Maybe this is like the advice card for those of you in Four of Cups energy right now, is to embody like a yin fire energy to reignite passion, motivation, entrepreneurial endeavors. You might be bored with work and need to go into something that allows you to express your creativity and be your own boss. Yeah, look, on the bottom of the deck, like Four of Cups. Why did the King come out? Because it's the solution to being in this energy. Yeah. I can tell someone like is hurting. It may be over not having equal reciprocity in the relationship. But, you know, throw yourself into passion projects if your love life isn't going that well and third-party situations are bringing you down. There's strength in going in the hermit mode. There's strength in going solo. And there's strength in walking away from that which is no longer serving you. Again, this is the card for the overall energy of what I was picking up on for this in the pre-shuffle and in this current read. So don't be afraid to walk away from things. Just take the time to reflect, make changes, make decisions based on truth, using discernment, have new beginnings. Lots of there's always ace cards. There are just ace cards on the horizon, I guess. And don't worry about that player energy. It's unworthy, and you'll have the discernment to see through it, walk away from it, and you got good things on the horizon, the collective I'm reading for. And I think a lot of us are standing in Nine of Pentacles energy, so it doesn't, the choice is ours is what I'm getting. I also channeled for divine feminines, those who, and divine masculines. No, it was for divine feminines, those who identify with feminine energy and empress energy. May the best man win when it comes to competition. But I think, like, I'm tired of being fought over, in a sense, like, by low-level, low-vibrating, deceptive energies that are unscrupulous and haven't learned, that are just low-vibrating, out of my frequency, out of our frequency. If this message is resonating, okay. I'm wrapping it up. It's at 33 minutes, and I wasn't even planning to do this. I might do a follow-up again. Yeah, but this is it for today. Just don't be afraid of shifts and change. Get enough rest, and take care of yourself in that, whatever that means for you. Thank you. Be blessed.